Hey there, welcome to Joel Creates. As some of you may have noticed or heard, my audio in these videos isn't always the best. So, I decided that rather than spending a lot of money on a nice mic set, I'd just go where I always go for everything that I ever buy, which is Goodwill. Here we have 3 different standard mono jack microphones and one USB microphone that's made by Logitech for Konami, it looks like. I'm guessing this was used in some kind of a video game. We're gonna find out how much these mics each weigh as well, because I also found this scale at Goodwill. First up, we have the average mic. We'll call this Blue. I would assume the manufacturer of this microphone is China. The price, $1.99. Decent length cable. Blue weighs 66 grams, 2.35 ounces, 0.147 pounds. There's a lot of options on this. We'll go with ounces. Next up, we have what I call the style mic, orange. This was $2.99. It's made by Panasonic. This one has a medium length cable, and it comes in at 0.9 ounces. For the Konami mic, or pink, it has a really long cable, 3 ounces. Lastly, we have what I will call the cheapest microphone I've ever seen in my life. This microphone looks absolutely terrible. Inside this shell of lies, we'll find a tiny little component and nothing else. 0.9 ounces. I think the best of all these today is this scale. Now let's try and test the audio quality.
Hello and welcome back to a game show that I like to call How Much Money Did I Just Waste on Microphones? We'll be doing our recording on an Olympus LS12 with the microphones hooked up. And actually, you know what, this doesn't this first one, the crap mic, doesn't actually sound that terrible as long as I'm not, you know, blasting into it. I don't think I want to put my mouth on that, actually. I'm gonna get some Listerine. Alright, I'm back. If you missed the first part, you didn't miss much. This mic's not bad, surprisingly. Alright, up next we have the Blue. I think we should give it a little test I like to call the sleeper.
How you doing? No, I'm just about to take a nap.
You could do the creeper. Hey girl. You do not know the power of the dark side. This one's not bad. I like it. Decent.
You know, and I was really looking forward to this one. Well, I guess to do the Konami, we're gonna have to go plug it into my computer, so let's do that.
This microphone comes in a smudged white matte finish with some sticky stuff on the side of it, which is reassuring. It seems like it's got actual potential as a microphone. I think the biggest thing is mounting it stably. I'm trying not to move right now. I decided to try and see how much quality that I could pull out of this cheap microphone with the cheapest setup possible. I took the cover off of a computer speaker and took apart a lamp. I clipped the wires from the lamp, detached the top, put some zip ties around the microphone to attach it to the neck of the lamp, added some hot glue here and there to secure things, zip tied and hot glued the speaker cover to the front of it. The speaker cover acts as a pop filter for the microphone. And here you have it. This microphone would probably function better if I put the pop filter over the top rather than from the side, but the principle still stands. This is a pretty cheap way to get a pop filter and a nice bendy neck. I probably could have built this thing a lot nicer if I used the tools and equipment that I have, but the whole point of this video is to kind of show what's available for really cheap for a mic setup. Some of you may be wondering how a microphone actually works. Let's take a moment and explore that. Most microphones are made up of only a few basic components. This Panasonic consists of a plastic outer shell, 2 wires, a little piece of foam that's likely there to prevent internal noise, and the actual microphone. This microphone appears to have stopped working from a broken connection. When we look closely inside the microphone component, the shiny disc on the top is called a diaphragm. Think of it like a trampoline, except that this trampoline is so sensitive that even the vibrations from the sound of your voice can make it bounce. The red ring underneath is a coil of thin copper wire. When the diaphragm moves, the coil moves with it. The metallic disc inside of the coil is a magnet. Magnets are surrounded by a magnetic field, and when you move a copper wire through a field, instead of it either attracting or repelling the wire like most metals and other magnets, it sort of sends some magnetic energy through the wire. This is called induction. Because magnets have an up and down, or north and south, even the direction you are moving the wire changes the polarity or direction of the electricity inside of the wire. Sound moves in waves, and those waves, just like the waves of the ocean, have a high point and a low point. The higher the wave, the louder it is. When sound waves hit the diaphragm or trampoline, they will bounce it as high or low as the highs and lows of the sound wave itself. This unique motion and speed of the sound waves is then translated into a unique electrical signal by the motion of the copper coil in the magnetic field, where the ups and downs are now positives and negatives. A speaker works the same way in reverse. By taking this unique electrical signal and increasing its power through an amplifier, we can run it into a bigger coil attached to a bigger trampoline. Running electricity into a coil generates a magnetic field inside of that coil that can push and pull against the bigger magnet also inside of the coil. The corresponding trampoline movement then vibrates the air and it reaches our ears as sound. Because of this, a speaker and a microphone are almost identical. The main difference is their size and flexibility or sensitivity. We can even use a speaker as a microphone. We attach the wires to the subwoofer copper coil, also known as the voice coil, then connect the cable to our sound recorder. Let's hear the results.
Hello, check. You know, it's actually not too bad for a giant speaker. Hello.
In conclusion, I think that Goodwill microphones are always worth the gamble because, worst case, you learn something, and best case, you end up with a decent setup without spending a lot of money. Plus, it's great to take part in the thrift community, whether it's donating or buying things. I've got a lot of great ideas and a lot of awesome videos on the way, so consider subscribing. I'll catch you next time.